So what's up, guys? This is Nick Alamo with Tree Guardian USA. We are here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida at Win the Storm 2023. And today I've got Rob with Power. Rob, tell us a little bit about what Power is.
Yeah, absolutely. So Power is a solar platform, which is something a little bit different. You have the ability to essentially add a solar division to your company, right, which is kind of the unique options that it has. And so, we're coming here kind of explaining, some of the benefits of what Power has to offer. We have a really experienced team that knows a lot about solar. So a lot of these companies are, hey, solar is out there, it's interesting, my customers are asking about it, we don't know what to do. Right, and so a lot of people are trying to do solar divisions in their company, but that's a lot of work, and you don't want to go down that path.
Yeah, we're just going to stick with trees. We've had solar people contact us and be like, "Hey, look, I got a customer who wants to put solar panels on their roof. I think, correct me if I'm wrong. Best is on the south side. From what I've been told. Okay, great. I'm not spreading nothing wrong there. See, I'm learning little by little, right? Absolutely. And they're like, but we got to get rid of some trees, or we got to trim some trees back.
I do it all the time.
Oh, look, man, I got a company we can bring in and knock it out. But yeah, that's one of the things we wanted to bring you in, talk about, let you tell us exactly what you do, how to get a hold of you, and where you're located and things like that.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think that's really interesting because it happens to us all the time, right? So you need sunshine for solar, right? And so you're limited on where you can arrange it to make sure it's efficient for the homeowners. And so, we got to deal with trees. Absolutely. So I've done, countless, tree trimmings or tree removals to make sure that those panels are getting the sun. The cool thing is that you can bundle that with their solar. A lot of people don't know that. So I got to come out, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $10,000, depending on the situation, out of pocket, and you really don't, right? So you can bundle that with your solar, and it's going to make your solar system much more productive.
Okay.
So really cool.
Where are you guys located out of?
So our headquarters is in California, but we're covering 21 states right now.
Wow.
And so we can install 21 states. We're growing, adding new states really every quarter. We're growing pretty rapidly.
Oh, nice.
We just launched Puerto Rico, which is pretty exciting for us. We're looking at Hawaii and New York right now.
See, we're based out of Lafayette, Louisiana.
Nice.
You guys are in Louisiana?
I believe so. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Nice, man. So how do people get a hold of you guys?
So we have Leading Solar is kind of our organization that works with Power. And so we're really specializing in kind of like the consulting and the support for companies that are trying to add solar. So again, Power is fantastic. It's really a platform. It's a tool for people to use to add solar to their business. But it's just a tool, right? So if you don't know how to use the tool, you can buy a new piece of equipment, you don't know how to use it, it's not very profitable. Exactly.
Correct.
So what we specialize in, we bring decades worth of solar experience to these businesses that are looking to add solar, right? And so whether that's you're a roofing company, you're a solar company, but you're kind of local, you're small, you're limited. Power really gives you the opportunity to have massive buying power and leverage and connections and financing, all these different tools. And then, being able to bring that to kind of each individual company.
Nice. One last question I want to ask you. What if somebody has no clue about solar panels, no clue about anything? So what exactly is it and how can it benefit me?
Yeah. So as far as solar specifically? Yeah. Man, solar is phenomenal. I think there's a lot of misinformation on solar. But essentially what solar is it gives people the benefit and the independence of creating their own power. It's as simple as it. Literally, you're able to put your own personal power plant on your roof.
See, I think a lot of people overthink it.
Absolutely.
They think they try to arithmetic it way too much.
Nope. It's super simple, right? Right now, you're buying energy from usually a monopoly, depending on where you live. You don't have a choice, right? And so you're throwing that money away. They can do whatever they want with the rates, and they're just keep increasing them. Versus buying a power plant that you can put on your roof, run your home. There's tax benefits, financial benefits. It's no different than if you bought a machine, 20 years ago that makes gasoline, and it just makes gasoline in your backyard at a certain rate, a certain price. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
And so now you can use it, you could sell it, you could do whatever you want with it. It's the same concept, right? So it just generates energy. It supplies your home, and so there's obviously additional options as far as battery backups and stuff if you want to go off grid and all that type of really cool stuff, and really recapture that independence. But there's also just immediate savings, and so I'm paying a utility bill right now, and then with solar, I can get the same amount of energy. Your house doesn't care where it comes from.
Correct.
Same amount of energy for less money. That's just a no-brainer, right?
Man, that's awesome. That's what I'm talking about.
So, and you can go from a rental liability situation into an asset or something that you actually own, right? So
and sustainable.
That's absolutely, and something you own, you could pay it off, or you pay cash and you have no bill. And so it's really giving people back that control that they're really looking for, especially now with everything increasing and people stressing out about the finances and their bottom line and their budgets, and We have a lot of homeowners. I mean, their bills have doubled or tripled over the past 12 to 18 months. So it's not sustainable for people.
So, but the upfront, I know a lot of people, when they think of solar, they think of the upfront cost.
Yep.
So you can explain different ways on here on how people can save money up front, or payment plans, or tax write-offs, different things like that, right?
Absolutely. So, and that's the beauty. Like, every situation is a little bit different, but there's financing vehicles that you can use to be able to deal with those upfront costs.
Okay.
So the way I kind of describe it is, imagine the whole world was renting. That's the only option. You're renting an apartment. You're paying $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month to rent your apartment. And
I don't want to live where you live.
That's
I don't want to live where you live. You did say California. Y'all are the main man.
Right.
Oof.
So, but that's all everybody knows, right? And then someone invents homeownership, and that would be so foreign to people, right? You're like, what do you mean I'm going to spend $300,000 on buying? I can spend $2,000 and just live. Like, why would I ever do that? I don't have $300,000. It's the same concept. Well, they've invented these financing vessels, right, like mortgages, to be able to say, hey, you can get a 30-year mortgage, low interest rates, all these tax benefits, right, to be able to bring that price down to something that's comparable.
That old expression where there's a will, there's a way.
That's it. And so it's the same concept. And so there's all these benefits of homeownership. Usually people are willing to pay more for a mortgage than they would be renting because of those benefits. You own your home, you get tax write-offs, you get these benefits, you get to paint it whatever color you want, all these things. And then there's no rate hikes. You're locking in your mortgage for 30 years.
And nobody's kicking you out. As long as you pay your bill, nobody's kicking you out.
So this is the exact same concept. Everyone's renting their energy, they just don't know it. They don't think of it like that. They're just like, put on auto pay and try to forget.
That's
right?
amazing.
They're renting their energy and say, why wouldn't you go buy and mortgage your own energy? Why wouldn't you do that? You're already a homeowner, right?
I've got friends back home that install solar panels, and they've never worded it like that. They've never worded it that I'm renting my own energy.
That's it.
That's amazing right there. That's good stuff.
That's the difference. And so that's why I really got into this business. I really come from the tech side. I come from EVs and batteries. I was actually with Tesla when they first started. So I've really been 12 to 15 years in the clean energy space. But I got into solar because it helps people. I don't have to sell solar. Solar sells itself.
Yes,
it makes sense. It just the numbers. If for that home and that situation, if it makes sense, it's a no-brainer. We call it the solar IQ test. Like either I can explain it to you,
or I can't.
Or I can't. I'll do my best, right? And so you don't have to sell solar because solar is beneficial or it's not. And so you need to know what you're doing. You need to size the system right. You need to build it right. You need to take care of people. And that's what we focus on, is really making sure we're helping those homeowners and designing and using our expertise to make sure they're going to get exactly what they're expecting.
Customer service at its finest.
That's it.
Man, that's awesome. Well, look, we're going to wrap it up right here. But again, just tell everybody how they can get a hold of you and your company.
Yep. So you can go to leading.solar/B2S,
okay.
Business to Solar. That's what we're really focused on here, is adding solar to people's businesses.
Nice. They have a particular phone number that they can reach you at?
I would say that's probably going to be the best course on there. There's a form on there. There's
awesome.
videos and stuff. It's going to be great. So leading.solar B2S is going to be a great place for people to get some more information.
Nice. Well, I appreciate it, Rob. Thanks for sitting and talking with us, okay?
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Love it.